Hey all, it's Rod again. If you're new to my channel, this is about day 78, 79 since I started the carnivore way of eating, and I feel amazing. You check out my other videos if you want to see some of the benefits that I've got of eating this way. I'm coming to you from my wife's house today. Got my red socks on. I like red socks. I don't know what it is about them. They just make me feel better when I wear red socks. She's actually moving back to Sydney in about a week. Yeah, interesting times with moving. I think I heard someone once say that there are two things that are the most stressful in life, and one of them is moving house. I certainly relate to that, but my wife's very organised, so I think it should go fairly smoothly, even though she's got very little time to do it. So, yeah, I'm down here with the kids. Just got the kids off to school. I actually recorded a video yesterday while I was in the car, but the audio was an absolute, let's say, shit show. So I'm just re-recording some of my thoughts that I had yesterday. One of the things was that when I stopped at the service station to get gas, as you call it in the US, we call it fuel or petrol over here. Anyway, got some gas, and in the past, 3 months ago, I would buy one of those Quest bars, right, protein bar. And then I'd probably buy some sort of Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke, something like that to go with it. And then when I started eating carnivore, I eliminated the Quest bar because it's fully processed, let's face it. And then I was still kept the Diet Coke in there because I wanted something sweet. And then eventually I gave up the Diet Coke. So now I just get a sparkling water. And you know what's amazing is that I've discovered that I don't need sweet things to be happy. Like, I can actually be happy without sweet things. And now I'm happy to not even have the sweet things, knowing that there isn't that craving anymore. It's just gone. So yeah, I'm very grateful for that. And if you are having sweet cravings, if you're like me and you just stay away from the sweet stuff for a period of time, like a month or so, you'll just find it just goes away and it doesn't rule your life anymore. It's pretty amazing. It's been an interesting couple of days, and thank you so much for everybody's messages and ideas from my second last video where I talked about how I lost one of my biggest clients and the pressure that's I'm under as a result of that. And there was lots of different perspectives, and I really appreciate everybody taking the time to actually respond to that. There's been some very generous people that have shown up. Shayna, thank you. Melissa, thank you very much from Copper's Kitchen. The ideas that I've had, one was enroll to be a male model. That was one, which I hadn't really thought of, although I actually did try out for that like when I was 22 and I'm 30 years older now. I'm going to look into that. There's a modeling agency called Silver Fox. That's me, right? Silver Fox. Just have to do something about it, get a haircut maybe, but who knows? There's no harm in trying, right? Give it a go and see what happens. I've created a couple of gigs on Fiverr, and I'll put links to those in the description. One gig was to help people with getting their YouTube channel set up and optimized, etc. And I've already had 3 people actually purchase that gigs, and they've all come from this community. So I'm so grateful for that. Thank you very much to those people. And I've got another gig to help to consult to people to help them with their, like a diet coach or a nutrition coach for the carnivore diet. I've been doing keto for a couple of years and then switched to carnivore almost 4 months ago now. And I've been studying nutrition my entire life since I was a teenager. So I figure I can definitely, it's something I can help people with, even though I'm not officially qualified. What is officially qualified anyway? I think if you're officially qualified, it just means that you've passed what an institution considers to be acceptable. And a lot of that's going to be knowledge that's been in textbooks that were published 15, 20 years ago, right? So there's that. I've also, some people have mentioned that you may need to do some things that aren't your passion to be able to make ends meet. And yes, I accept that. So I'm also just putting feelers out for some sort of a contract position, perhaps even if I can just get a couple of days a week, that'd be great, because I do have some other clients still, but I need to supplement that income. And my best mate's given me some work to do next week to help him with his email marketing. So yeah, there's lots of things that have come out of that. And in a way, I'm actually glad this occurred, because I would have I'm the sort of person, I don't do things unless I actually have to. Putting the gigs on Fiverr was not something I would have done unless I was in a bind. And now I can see how that's sort of is a much wider net, and I can bring people to me rather than trying to find people by other means, or just hoping for the best. That's a really good way to bring in some extra income, extra business, and yeah, it's just fun learning how to use that particular platform. So for any of those of you who are starting a YouTube channel, or you've already started, or you're wanting to start one, you should definitely check out the live stream that I did with Kerry from HomesteadHow, and also Adam from, I think it's Carnivore Today. It'll be on the HomesteadHow channel. I learned so much participating in that. There was about 2 hours worth of really solid content that we did. I think people would have happily paid for the information that we provided. And there was so much information about how the Amazon influencer program and how you can make money with Amazon from Kerry, which I didn't really know that much about. And then Adam had some really great advice as far as lighting and setting up professional lighting on the cheap. And he's an absolute pro with that. He's been featured in, his photography has been featured in National Geographic and all kinds of other publications. So he really knows what he's talking about. And it's obvious when you look at his videos, they just look absolutely beautiful. So yeah, it's definitely one you should check out if you're interested in getting started on YouTube and you just want to learn some more stuff about how you can turn a YouTube channel into a business, and also how you can make your videos look much more professional. Definitely one to check out. In closing, I'll say that one of the amazing things that I've learned, or that I've come to realize from eating this way, eating the carnivore way, is that I don't need to have sweet things to feel happy. I can actually feel happy without sweet things. I can see sweet food and I don't feel like, oh, I need that so I can feel happy. Now I can actually be happy without that. You know what I mean? It's one of those really unexpected benefits that I've gotten, and it's probably the one that I think is the most valuable at this point. There's also not feeling like I've got to watch everything that I eat, and not feeling that I'm ruled by food, and they're all useful as well. But I think the one about just being able to be happy in your as a person without having to have food to make that happen is really valuable. And maybe that's something that's a problem for you, or something that you'd like to overcome. And I can tell you, if you just stick it out, if you stick it out with eating this way for a while, things will get a lot better for you. And the sun has just gone behind a cloud, so hopefully that didn't affect the lighting too much. Anyway, that's all I've got for this one. Thank you so much for everyone's support, everyone's suggestions, and just the number of people that are in this community who have provided their, not just their feedback, but just their support and love. It's really amazing. I feel so privileged to be part of this community, and it's one that we all belong to. I don't consider this to be my community, it's like our community. That's it for today, and I've got some cook videos. I've got some more shorts that I recorded while I was in the car. I'm going to have another go at doing a recording, like a landscape recording in the car with the better sound. And yeah, so stay tuned for those. Love you all. Talk to you soon.